welcome to the Cinemagic Preview Show. On this edition, we'll be reviewing Matt Wolf's new documentary, SPACESHIP EARTH.
As I look at BIOSPHERE 2 and I'm ready to enter, I take my last breaths of this atmosphere for 2 years.
We were pioneers. We were the first biospherians.
How can you prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown?
A biosphere is a closed system with plants and animals and the atmospheres all inside. We called it Biosphere 2 because Biosphere 1 is the Earth.
If we're going to go to Mars and the Moon, we better know how to make a biosphere.
Climate change is a threat. We were trying to counteract that threat.
We put in a rainforest, a desert, and a living coral reef.
It was a global curiosity. 8 people separated from life.
It was science fiction without the fiction.
I'm wondering how long they can last in there without getting sick or something.
The oxygen was really getting low. We were suffocating and starving.
We had to make some pretty hard decisions.
To live in a small world changes who you are.
Suddenly you're rethinking what's possible on Earth.
This is an incredible moment. The future is here.
What do our young Cinemagic reviewers think? Hi, I'm Cara McKernon and welcome to the Cinemagic Preview Show. On this edition, I'll be reviewing SPACESHIP EARTH. SPACESHIP EARTH is a documentary that is set in 1991 and it's about 8 visionaries who quarantine themselves inside of BIOSPHERE 2. BIOSPHERE 2 is a replica of Earth's ecosystem and they're trying to figure out, is it actually possible if we have to relocate to Mars, can't we build Earth's atmosphere inside of like a long tube or a glass greenhouse? SPACESHIP EARTH is the most professional and best looking documentary I've watched in a very long time. This documentary is definitely unique and with its twists and turns, in my opinion. It's not really about BIOSPHERE, it's about those 8 individuals who got locked together for 2 years, because you get to learn who they are and you get to learn who are the people that came up with BIOSPHERE as well. Like at the start you would think it's about a cult, but towards the middle it's actually about the BIOSPHERE and the 8 people who go in. The target audience of SPACESHIP EARTH is someone who enjoys science and a bit of drama, because the documentary has a lot of different twists that send it flying in different directions. This is definitely a must-see in 2020, especially with climate change being such a big issue, and also with space evolution being one of the hot topics of the month. But this documentary is so beautiful that you'll be happy that you watched it, and that's why I'm going to give SPACESHIP EARTH a 5 out of 5.
So the film I'll be reviewing today is a documentary called SPACESHIP EARTH. What I liked about this was just more or less the design of it, as in the way it was edited, as in they just got what they recorded during their time within that quarantine biosphere area, which made that very interesting. Of course, like through the span of the film, you see how they got to that point, which I really liked. But what I didn't like was definitely being the length of the film, which it could have been better if we started out from the design of the biosphere. The directing, it was mediocre, I would say. There wasn't really much for it, because I mean it's a documentary. There wasn't really much covering it. All it was just talking to the builders, designers, the visionaries as well. And that was it. The rating on this film is rated 12 and over, more or less because of the minor swearing near the end. My rating would definitely have to be a 2 out of 5.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Cleary, and today I'm going to be reviewing the film SPACESHIP EARTH. I think the beginning was quite interesting, but it was a slow build because they focused so much on the background, which I liked because it was kind of an introduction for me to the 1960s counterculture of communes, cults, but I think it was interesting to see that lifestyle and how they were trying to cultivate that. Did it actually contribute any scientific information to the sustainability and a holistic way of living in harmony with the earth? protecting ecosystems and ecological resources. I think it was interesting to see the perspective of the present-day people in light of what happened at the end of the documentary and how the project kind of fell apart, but how it was kind of a positive ending for them, how they still were keeping together with their family of free-thinking people. But I think because of all the slow pacing or slow-paced action and kind of information that kind of got lost in translation, I think I would probably give the film 3 out of 5. But it was very educational, and I think if you are interested in climate activism and sustainable living, you should definitely watch it because it is very educational.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.